What is up, everybody? It's me, Anthony, here to talk to you guys about the Season 1 finale of Dark Matter. And if you haven't already caught up to all the recaps that I've done for this series, be sure to go check that out over there. I got an entire playlist with all the episodes of me talking about the theories that I messed up. I know you guys like that. And just some of the other stuff that we talked about throughout the entire series. You can go there if I got some theories right or if I got them wrong. Most likely probably got them wrong, and just join the community that we have made for Dark Matter, and I hope that this community continues, but we'll get to that later. So without further ado, let's get into episode 9, the season 1 finale of Dark Matter, titled Entanglement. The episode begins with Jason 10 walking down the basement stairs confronting Evil Jason. Jason 10 starts to beat Evil Jason and demands that he tells him where Daniela and Charlie are. Evil Jason says he doesn't know, and Jason 10 continues to beat him. Cutting back to good Jason and his family, who are on the run from all the different Jasons. Daniela and Charlie start to get messages from random numbers all saying that they are Jason and that they want to be with them. Daniela takes Charlie's and her phone and shuts them down so that they won't be able to be tracked. Charlie asks what the plan is now, and Jason says that he can't be the one thinking of one because the others might figure it out as well. Charlie then says that he has an idea and leads his family to an unknown location. Charlie leads his family to a house owned by his friend Jason, whose family only comes there on the summer. The Destin family start to settle down in the new home, and Jason and Daniela talk about what is happening so far and what their next plan is. Jason then uses the computer in the home to log into his email and sees that there is a folder titled Entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes.
That has a leak to a chat room where all the Jasons are talking about what they should do now. Good Jason then starts to get messages from the other Jasons asking him to team up with them and that they can come up with a plan after everyone is gone. Back at the Destin home, Jason 10 tries to figure out where Good Jason and his family are and figures out that he must be letting Charlie pick the place. He then gets a text from Blair asking to get her car back, and Jason texts her back, "Where is she?" And Jason texts back asking where she is and that he can explain everything. Blair then texts back and says that she is on her way to his house, and Jason 10 panics as he gets things ready for Blair's arrival. Once Blair arrives at the home, she opens the door and walks into the home, calling out for Charlie and Daniela. No one answers. Blair goes further into the house and sees bloodstains and duct tape on the stairs where Evil Jason was tied up.
It's a no for me, dog.
And this is where I would stop, look around and leave. Because you already know that something has either gone down or is about to go down. And for me personally, I would not even want to attempt to see what was going on. I would go outside and call the cops immediately. But as we're about to talk about later, I don't think she needed that, and she knew that. Blair goes up the stairs to investigate and finds that Evil Jason is tied up in a cupboard, and Jason 10 tries to explain what is going on and demands that Blair gives him her phone so that he can track Daniela and Charlie. Blair fights back and gets the upper hand, managing to get Jason 10's gun from him and pointing it at Jason 10, asking him to tell her what is going on. Back at the safe house, Daniela tells Jason that she went on the chat board and told all the other Jasons that she chose him.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Jason goes down the stairs to get a cup of water when he sees a figure from outside, and he goes to investigate. He finds another version of himself that has been shot, Jason 14, and asks him how many of them are there. Jason hears a gunshot and runs back inside the safe house, and Daniela comes running down the stairs asking if that was a gunshot. And Jason says to get Charlie and get out of here. Another Jason points a shotgun at Jason, and the two start to fight when the other Jason is shot and killed by Evil Jason. Evil Jason says that he's here to help and that he brought a car for them to leave. Evil Jason leads everyone to the car and gives Jason his wedding ring back as he goes back to confront the other Jasons. After leaving the safe house, Charlie sees a bag in the back seat with him and opens it up to find 40 ampules of the drug used to travel in the box, as well as an urn containing Max's ashes. Jason and his family drive to the location of the box, and are greeted by a large group of Jasons. One of the Jasons says that they are here to say goodbye and that they are not here to stop him. Another Jason doesn't agree and tries to stop good Jason and his family from leaving, but the other Jasons tell him to back off, and he eventually does. Jason and his family make it to the box and close the door as they travel to another world. We didn't get a kind of a montage of different characters that we've already seen in this series so far, like Amanda, Ryan, and even Dawn for some reason. But we do see Ryan making the formula, the drug that is used to travel in the box, and he eventually meets up with Amanda, which a lot of you guessed in the comments down below that he is in the same world as Amanda. I don't know if you guys guessed it or you just read the book and you already knew, but he is in the same world, and Amanda asks him if she knows him, and he says no, but he's been waiting for her. And there's a lot to dig in there, but we also do see Dawn. You know, she's there, she's looking at her fingers, and you know, hoping that she had him still. You know, but they show her for some reason. And then we also do see Blair 2 in the world with the swarm bugs that destroyed everything. She has finally got the courage to go back into the box and travel who knows where. Maybe she'll end up back where Dawn, the fingerless Dawn, is. That's what we're gonna call her now, fingerless Dawn. Don't think that's gonna age well, but hey, we'll see. And we do finally get to see Layton again. I thought we lost him, but this is Layton number 3, and he's looking like he's come back from like a steampunk world. I want to see that world, and I think he's using a different type of drug because you can see that the color of the drug is green. At least I don't know if I have different color sides. It looks green to me. And as far as we've known so far, that the drug is purple, like gives off a purple glow. So I don't know if this is a new drug, or I don't know if this is like a editing mistake, you know, production mistake. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he is using something different. And even the place where he's injecting the drug looks like a special way. And that is the end of episode 9, the season 1 finale of Dark Matter. And I gotta say, I'm slightly, just slightly, disappointed that we didn't get that final brawl between Jason 1 and Jason 2. You know, I was kind of hoping that we were going to get that, or at least we were going to get a massive brawl between a whole bunch of different Jasons. But I will say that overall I did really enjoy this episode, and it does plant a lot of seeds for the things to come. And I'm really hoping that we do get a season 2 and it doesn't fall into that same category as Constellation, where it got canceled just right when it was getting good and interesting. And I think that's the same thing that's happening with this show. We followed the story. Jason has finally come back to his family, and then we see this whole mess of chaos that has been brought back with Jason, and I want to see how that is going to evolve and everything. And that brings us into the theories section of the video, where I just talk about my theories or just some things I have on my mind about this episode or the series as a whole. And the first thing that I want to talk about, which I think is going to be an important thing moving forward in the series, is Jason 10. Now, we already talked about him in the last episode where he met with the OG Jason, and they had a talk where he's been through a lot. You know, he has a scar on him. He saw his Amanda die. And he says to the OG Jason that he'll stop at nothing to be back with his family. Now, he has an interaction with evil Jason, and he tells him about what happened to Amanda. And I think he kind of pretty much says that he watched her die for like 2 days because she got crushed by a giant tree. And he said he was like waiting for her to, for it to finally end. And that was 2 days. I don't know if he just like watched her die. I don't know what was going on, but you can really tell that Jason 10, he ain't all there. But I do think it's kind of interesting where they left off with Jason 10. Last time we saw him is with Blair holding a gun at him, and she's asking, what is going on. And then the next thing we know, there's a whole bunch of Jasons coming to the safe house. So I want to know what happened during that time, during the time where Blair's pointing the gun at him, and during the time where all the other Jasons are coming to that safe house. So I don't know if, you know, obviously he got the information from Blair. How did he get that information? Did he kill Blair? Did Blair tell him? Did she believe him? Like, stuff like that. So let me know what you think about that whole Jason 10 stuff in the comments down below. Do you think that he's still alive? Do you think that now he's going to be like the leader of all these different Jasons? What do you think? And the next thing that I want to talk about is Evil Jason, Jason 2 as he is called. What is he gonna do now? I mean, he messed everything up. This is his creation, and now he lives in a world where there are multiple versions of him in the same world. And there's no Daniela, and there's no Charlie. So what is he going to do? Is he going to make it his mission to clean up his mess? I think it would be kind of cool if we, in season 2, you know, there's a side story going on, and Evil 2's now reality, he's going around just like being an assassin, killing off all the other Jasons so he can, you know, redeem himself, you know, make amends for all the chaos that he created. I think that would be kind of funny, kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't know what he's going to do now. I mean, he's in this world that he created basically, and now he has to suffer the consequences. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Do you like my, you know, assassins theory? You know, he just got to shave his head bald and he just become the hitman of himself. It's very meta. And I know there is a lot of different things that I can talk about. The whole Leighton thing, the green drug that he's using, Amanda and Ryan. But I'm thinking of making a standalone video where I just talk about season 2 theories that I have. And of course, the Ryan and Amanda meeting and the whole Leighton stuff. And maybe we'll talk about Dawn and Blair too. Maybe we'll do that in there. But I want to do a dedicated video just talking about season 2 theories. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. Let me know if you want to hear it or not. And if you do still have some questions you want me to answer them, just let me know in the comments down below. I will always be in there and, you know, answer your guys' question. If they are, you know, questions that I can't answer. Sometimes you guys ask some stuff that I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't answer it. So I don't know. But let me know in the comments down below if you have any more questions. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to make that standalone video of like season 2 theories. But as always, thank you so much for watching this video, liking and subscribing to the channel. It's been a crazy ride, guys, like 2.5 months of this series, talking about it with you guys. I always love when I end a series, you know, it feels like just ended a chapter. I'm happy and excited to talk about the next show whenever that comes. Hopefully it's soon-ish, a little hint for you guys. And we're going to talk about that. Hopefully that sticks. Hopefully you guys like that. But remember, guys, keep watching.